My name's James, and if you got the time, I got the games. We just finished chapter 3, going into number 4 right now. I really liked the last chapter a lot. It was long, and it had a lot of different parts, with some pretty decent action and some collectibles that you kind of really had to explore and go out of your way to find.
God's blood.
As you know, this game has gotten a lot of really bad reviews and a lot of poor criticism, and I think it's largely in part because of chapters like this one. This one I was kind of let down by. It just seems to me like there's so much more they could have did with this. This part here, right in the beginning, as we're just walking through these tunnels, you can't sprint here, and there are no collectibles. And that's what most of this chapter is. There is a little bit of action, and there are very few collectibles. But for the most part, it's walking very slow, and there's not really a whole lot to see either.
The exit is on the other side. Let's find another way through.
Okay, so we can't get in that way, so we have to turn around and walk back in the direction we came.
Weapons out.
Okay, there are two guys up here opening that gate. Quick gunfight.
Yeah. The gate is open. We have a way through. Stay.
Nothing to it. Grab the ammo. And when the action starts, you can sprint.
We've got trouble coming.
And there is an ammo crate right here, and we're going into another really small gun battle. As soon as we catch the guy.
Rebel down.
Yep, come on, hold still. Now, these short gunfights, even if you shoot really poorly, like I'm doing here, the likelihood of you being killed is very slim. Two more guys here. Right. Okay, there are more guys in this room. But there is another ammo crate right here, which you more than likely won't need because there really isn't that much gunplay. There's a guy up top over there. You can run up and blast him that way. But if you come around on this side, there's an explosive barrel right there. Now, there's nowhere here to take cover. See, I'm hitting circle and they don't let you take cover. There's two more guys. You're probably going to get shot, but it's very unlikely that you'll be killed. Okay, now, we keep moving all the way to the end of this room. There is another ammo crate over there if you need it, but you probably won't. To the far end of the room, another guy. Okay, now we need Igraine to get out of here. Okay, nothing over to the left. And again, no collectibles. This is a prime spot for them to have put in a bunch of collectibles.
This way.
Because Igraine will wait for you. And this goes into a cutscene. We've been trying to get to the hospital this whole time.
What is it? Who's Percival talking to?
No one. Just some old sod off the street.
Well, let's move. It's only a matter of time before the Lycans regroup and return.
Okay, coming up in here, there is a corpse on the floor that they want you to inspect.
patients have been mauled.
This was once the flagship of our medical expertise.
But you don't really need to. You can just walk right past it and keep going.
The Lycans weren't the only ones to run rampant here. Time is
The way we want to go out is over to the right, but up here, which again we can't run, there is our first collectible. This reception log, which doesn't really advance the story or tell us a whole lot of anything, but there it is. Found one. And again, can't run.
Hey, mate,
Is he?
did you hear something?
We have company.
I could have sworn someone was talking. Ah, shit.
But we can use our rifle now, because we don't need one hand to hold the lantern.
What in the world?
Okay, notice, we can run right here, and we can run pretty quick. However, we can't go anywhere until she gets here. She triggers the cutscene that lets us out of here. And she's in no hurry.
Gray, one of us should search the basement.
Agreed. I'll head downstairs.
All right, I'll go this way. Get on the comm if you find anything.
I did, however, play through the next chapter after this, and I really like that one. I haven't found all the collectibles in it yet, but it's really long and diverse, and it's got some long shooting segments and some short parts where you have to use stealth to get through, and there are a number of collectibles in it. The chapter after this, I'm really looking forward to. This one, I'm very, very much bummed out by. Even though it is sandwiched between two really great chapters.
Green, come in. The power's out in the basement.
So notice these labs and these rooms that we're going into. There's some really creepy looking stuff to see in these rooms, but again, no collectibles, and we can't run. So you have to take it very slow. I think they do that intentionally. This game's developers want you to see all the hard work they put into it, so they make you have to go really slow.
Is he?
Another empty room with some kind of electric chair in it. And in here is a patient facing the wall who apparently either didn't hear that or could completely care less. Okay, here we go. This leads us up to the boss battle. This chapter has a boss battle, our first one in the game really, and it's very, very easy. Maybe too easy, but it's really cool to see. It looks really awesome, but it's not hard to beat. Yeah, pretty cool looking. Okay, they give you the option to shoot it here. Shooting it doesn't really do any good. Not that any of those shots hit their mark anyway. Oh man. It's like he hit the point of that cabinet door. Okay, we're gonna need the black water. And this isn't one of the normal Lycans that we've been fighting so far. This is a Lycan Elder. It's a completely different boss fight. Okay, this cabinet right here, you have to get under this quick. If you just stand there for a second, that Lycan attacks you again. here we get the option to shoot it again. Again, shooting it doesn't do anything until right there, where you get the prompt to use your secondary fire.
Easy. We have a problem.
Okay, gotta make a quick exit. Again, no collectibles, but at least we can run this time. And 2 flights of stairs to go up. And might as well just run past everything. There's nothing really to see till we get to the door. Quick time event.
Yes, it's me.
One thing I do like is that in each chapter, the partner that runs with us is different every time. Like it was Igraine the first time, then it was Lafayette in the last chapter, it's Igraine again here.
An elder? Here? This doesn't make sense.
Let's hurry. The half-breed is hurt and out for blood. You open the gate.
I'm trying.
Find something to pry it open. I'll clear the debris on this side.
All right. Great!
Alright, here comes our boss fight. There is no shooting at this time. This is a melee fight. Got a light attack and a heavy attack. I always start with that. I pretty much just use the heavy attack anyway, and then all you have to do is dodge and do it again. Then attack again. Dodge again. Okay. And that will trigger this cutscene. And again, I think this looks really cool. Hold on, get up here. Okay, part 2. Same thing as part 1. Slash and then dodge. It says black side attack, you can do that too. It's not really necessary though. And that will trigger this cutscene. There we go. Didn't hear her come in. But I do like this whole Werewolf of London story that they're throwing in. They combined a lot of different things for this game. There is a lot about this game that I like, but as you can tell, a number of things that they really could have done better as long as it took them to make this game. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, this part's just a series of button prompts. And one more time and we're good.
Izzy! Stay with me.
Yeah, pretty sure she's got a broken back.
Come on, Izzy.
I know this black water is supposed to have kept him alive for centuries. It can heal a broken back. And I really don't think this is a good time to move her body either. But, you know, what's he supposed to do? Just sit here the whole time? She's got pretty cool boots.
Gray, it hurts.
Izzy, you'll be fine.
I can't do this much longer. Not this life.
Save your strength.
We deserve better. You and I, together. We deserve better.
Hey, you! That woman again.
No, Gray, the ward. To the left, there's something you need to see.
What is it?
Okay, so now we get to go inspect. And there are collectibles where we're going.
What are these rebels up to?
But again, a lot of this part is a big letdown too.
Rest easy, love.
Okay, and we do get the sprint here too. We've got a light sprint we can run around this room with.
What could the rebels be planning?
Way over here in this corner.
A photograph of Lord Hastings.
And all the collectibles we find in this room will lead us into the next chapter. Right here, in the midst of all these papers, is nothing. So we'll run over here to this desk where there are two things to inspect. This drawer, which has, amongst all these papers, nothing. However, right here,
The Agamemnon shipping manifest. All the cargo is destined for the Americas.
and that's where we will be going in the next chapter. Got a room back here that's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff to look at in it.
This poor sod was burned beyond recognition. He was surely tortured first.
Kind of a creepy doctor's office, operating room, whatever. Way in this cabinet in the corner, amongst all these papers, is nothing. So they give you a lot of stuff to inspect that just doesn't have anything. Not only do most of the collectibles in the game serve absolutely no purpose for the story, then they make you inspect things where there isn't anything there. In this room, however, there's a cylinder, the first cylinder that you pick up over to the left on this table here. If you go into your archive, when you pick that up, it's actually a woman's voice singing a really, really old song, and that's kind of cool. And again, cabinet in the corner, amongst all the papers. But there's no actual music playing in it, it's just a woman singing the song, and it's pretty cool, I think. Next cylinder's in here.
United India uniforms. No ranks or assignments on the sleeves. That must be it.
Yep. And all of the clues that we just picked up take us into the next chapter, which the next chapter is great.
Come, Izzy. I'll help you up. Slowly there.
How long was I out?
Long enough to have me worried.
Galahad, where in the world have you been?
Percival, we may have a situation on our hands.
What is it?
First, call in Nicola. We'll need armament. The rebels turned the psychiatric ward into a hideout and what looks like a staging area. There are clues that indicate a potential threat to the United India Company and Lord Hastings.
And you know, normally, if you watch my channel and you watch my videos, I normally don't like to complain too much about games, but I can't very well, in good conscience, tell you something is awesome when it, in fact, kind of completely sucks.
You know the answer to that question. But you would have to obtain Father's blessing first.
And that, for the most part, is this chapter. This chapter is long, tedious, it's boring. And the boss fight at the end, while it looks really cool,
Well, Marquis, where have your concerns for my well-being?
just is probably the easiest thing to
I
do.
never doubted for a moment that you would prevail over these miscreants.
And I always wondered what their rifles are sticking to on their back. It's like they just stick to their back. There's no holster for them or anything.
Not a word of this to anyone, Nicola. Understand?
As you wish. You are taking a big risk.
What did I tell you, monsieur?
We'd almost given you up for lost.
We were unavoidably detained.
Come, we don't have much time.
Sir, this is for you as well. It should all be in working order.
Thank you, Nicola. And the other weapon?
Ah, yes.
You never fail to deliver. Percival, for you. Might come in handy.
And clearly Percival just had an empty holster there, ready for that weapon.
Its way to Portsmouth for its last port of call before it leaves for the Americas.
And the security detail on board? Have they been made aware of the rebel threat?
For all we know, the guard detail could have been infiltrated by the conspirators. We need to unravel this without arousing suspicion.
The Council should at least be apprised of this situation.
We don't have the luxury of seeking the Council's permission. We're getting aboard that ship.
And how would you suggest we do that, mon général? It is already airborne.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. My name is James. If you got the time, I got the games. Thank you guys so much for watching.